the 44. And another timeout called by Martins Ferry. That's their second timeout of the first. Takes them down. 1st and 10 at the 44. And another timeout called by Martins Ferry. That's their second timeout of the first half. Here with 3:14 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, they only had 10 players on the field.
Well, the World Series continues, and you can check it all out right here on Fox 9. Tune in tomorrow and Sunday at 8 p.m. for games 4 and then game 5. Will they finish the series off in Chicago, or will it head back to Cleveland for game 6 and 7? We'll find out. Remember, you can watch it all on Fox 9. Quite the atmosphere in Cleveland. We were up there for games 1 and 2 of the World Series.
There's been some stud performances on the mound.
Yes.
The first 2 games.
First 2 games. We don't, as we talk to you here, you're going to know how game 3 went, but we don't know as we're talking right now. But yeah, Jake Arrieta game 2, Corey Kluber in game 1. Excellent pitching performances for one for each team in the World Series. Coming out of the timeout, Martins Ferry 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line.
Split out all alone down there's Ryan Fox at the bottom.
And Hoover's going to take the snap, and he's going to be met. He's going to keep moving, though. Well, the ball came loose. Let's see who falls on it. I think Hoover got it back. Well, Bellaire's got it.
Wow.
Big Reds recover.
Second turnover.
Seconds. Let's check it out again.
There's Hoover.
Spins out of trouble, and then right at the end, it popped out. And I'm not sure who pulled that out of there. I saw Bernie in there fighting for the football. And the Big Reds crowd, a large crowd, liking what they see there. And now the Big Reds have it 1st and 10 at the Ferry 46.
First time they've been on the other side of the field.
Ramsey going deep, looking for Kaiser. It's going to be overthrown and incomplete.
Fox with good coverage downfield.
Ryan Fox on the coverage. And we'll stop the clock with 3:01 to go in the first. Second down and 10. Big Reds unable to take advantage of the first Martins Ferry turnover, looking to take advantage right here. Second and 10 at the 46. Ramsey under center. And he's getting chased. And he's going to run it and go out of bounds pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard.
Well, he ran about 35, 40 yards to get that yard. Good
got
pressure.
in trouble there. We got Jack Davis initially with the pressure. Demetrius Stokes as well.
Dom Wallace was there.
So it's 3rd and 10. No gain on the play. They spot it at the 46.
It trips at the bottom of the screen. Way
and incomplete.
Way overthrown. A lot of pressure put on by Demetrius Stokes. Another 3 and out.
Another look on the Wheeling Hospital replay as Sean Jeter drops back deep, awaiting this upcoming punt. Ramsey punt formation for Bellaire. Kick away. And it's going to roll into the end zone for the touchback. It'll come out to the 20 with 2:39 to go in the first quarter.
Jeter with a smart move there. You know, you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. It hits on the 10. What's it going to do? Is it going to take off? Is it going to bounce left or right? And it took that hard bounce into the end zone.
So the Purple Riders will get it on their own 20-yard line. So again, Martins Ferry defense holding strong. Bellaire unable to take advantage of that second turnover. Probst handoff to Hoover. Gets a block and takes it up near the 25-yard line. I think that was Jack Davis. Doing his job there.
Opik with the key block.
Or is it Opik possibly here? Yeah, let's check out it again.
Number 16.
Yeah, Opik right there once again.
Picked up 4 yards.
2nd and 6.
Nobody deep defensively for Bellaire. They're playing run all the way.
Allen met in the backfield and then finished off by McCon. A physical battle here so far.
That's for sure. Didn't even get a chance to look to see if there was any outside.
Looked like Melman initially in on Allen. And it is now 3rd down and 10.
This is the 7th oldest rivalry in Ohio high school football. This is game number 110.
110.
Well, this weekend was a lot of those.
Probst throws across the middle. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down. Stops the clock with 1:18 to go in the first.
There you can see the oldest rivalries. Troy, Piqua, Sandusky, Fremont, Ross, Ironton, and Portsmouth. They all play tonight. Massillon, Canton, McKinley tomorrow afternoon. Dover, New Philadelphia tonight. Parkersburg and Marietta. Marietta's from Ohio, so it's considered there. And actually Bellaire and Martins Ferry's at 109, tying them.
Remember, they've played multiple years.
Yeah, and
multiple times a couple of years.
And Marietta and Parkersburg's already played this year.
Punt. Taken by Kaiser near midfield. Makes one guy miss. No one missing right there, though. As Malik Hill.
Jacob Johnson had return man lined up. And you can see he makes the catch. Missed him.
Almost. But solid work here.
Yes.
Again, Martins Ferry with George Stan. Malik Hill. PNC Bank 1st and 10 at the 47. So back and forth we go early on. Good field position again for the Big Reds. They've had some good field position so far, unable to cash in thus far. Ramsey hands it off. Kamsky picking his way through the middle, across midfield. Good 1st down run for the Big Reds.
Large crowd here, obviously, tonight. Get a shot, we'll show you the Bellaire side over there. Remember the years, 9 a.m. on game day they would be here, only exceeded by the tailgate party they had here a number of years ago, where they were camped out in a semi along this railing for 6 days. That was the Martins Ferry fans.
And the pitch to Kamsky.
Good contain by the Riders. That was George Stan helping out Ty Allen.
Third down and 5.
The way this game's going, they might have to give you some points for making a 1st down.
And back and forth so far here. 24 seconds ago in the first quarter.
I think we've only had 2.
Well, Ferry had 2 on that one drive that they eventually turned it over on. Ramsey throws out. Complete to Bernie. Where are they going to mark it?
It's going to be close.
Real close to the 1st down mark. Very close.
Well, let's take a look, see how close it was. There's Bernie.
Bennett was there in the coverage.
Pretty good spot.
They spot that between
quarters.
The 43 and 44. We'll see if they get that 1st down when we return. 1 quarter in the books. No score. Bellaire and Martins Ferry.
The Wheeling Hospital Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9 is brought to you by West Liberty University, Bear Heritage Federal Credit Union, Reese Becks, Belmont Harrison Career Center, and Ohio Valley Honda.
And getting set for quarter number 2. No score between Bellaire and Martins Ferry. The 110th meeting. A beautiful Friday night. Week 10 of the high school football season. And it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. It was very close, but the Big Reds just short. Now it looks like they're going to line up and go for it.
Now it looks like Ramsey has a little bit of room, but now as you can see, it quickly fills up. He's trying to pull him off sides with a hard count.
That might be exactly what they're looking to do. Play clock down to 4. And look for the timeout now.
No.
No. To back them up 5 yards and a little more room to work with the punt.
Again, they are trying to maintain field position. And they can do that when their defense is playing as well as it has so far.
Ramsey punt formation, 4th and 6.
Jeter at his 10.
And they'll let it roll, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 12. So a good kick. Martins Ferry backed up on their own 12 with 11:51 to go in the second quarter.
You can see on your screen the Bellaire crowd as we are on the home side doing this telecast.
Yeah, very nice crowd here. You got people standing around the fences.
As always.
No surprise, especially with a very nice night like this. You would have had a nice crowd regardless, but last couple of weeks haven't been real nice on Friday nights.
They've been miserable.
Hoover hands it off. Nowhere to go, though.
Yeah, I envied you guys last Friday night.
Little wet.
Coach Walensky looked like he was in
Here's a look again. Hand off to
somewhere.
Jacob Johnson.
Johnson's had a decent season this year.
If the last past Thursday night, the St. Clairsville Student Bowl game, a bit wet. It was puddling up. Here's a look at that crowd on the Bellaire side. 2nd and 11. And there's a flag. And that's going to back up Martins Ferry 5 yards. Second down and 16. Ball back at the 6.
Martins Ferry has survived 2 turnovers. And they've had a couple of big plays. Probst with a nice pair of completions out there to Selby.
Probst throws it. Allen gets it, looking to get away. And he will just get back to the 6, maybe to the 7.
Trey Sechrist was the first man there for the Big Reds. Both these schools on the way to 700 wins in their history. The Riders are 7 away from that.
3rd down and 16. No gain. Bennett and Selby out wide here to the near side. They're going to run it. Hoover. Dalton Hoover lowering the shoulder, and then very nice run up to the 20. It's still going to be a little short, though.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts by Hoover. This one will be booted away.
4th down and 2. At midfield awaits Justin Kaiser. Don Wallace set to kick it away.
Very
Wallace
high
with
kick.
the long kick, fair catch called for at the 46. We'll take a timeout. 9:44 to go, second quarter. We're still scoreless. More after this timeout.
I chose Bellaire just because most of the teachers are real nice and I've learned a lot here for sure.
When you interact with stuff and you get up and you move around, you read it, you talk about it, you just play around with it, it helps you learn it better.
If you're having a hard time, then they'll just help you with it.
Bellaire Schools offers exceptional educational program to all their children. Bellaire actually looks to the future for the children.
No score, second quarter, 9:44 to go. Big Reds again with some pretty nice field position. Neither team able to break through yet on the scoreboard. A physical battle thus far, and you'd expect nothing less. Kamsky's hit, met, and taken down by Ty Allen. And also in there, Dom Wallace. Look at it on the Wheeling Hospital replay.
Just nothing there.
There was Allen. Loss of 1. It's 2nd and 11.
Dokes was in there too. Coach Bruni, one of the dying breed there in the fact that he doesn't wear a headset.
Down there on the home sideline. 9:05. Second quarter. Ramsey looking to get out of trouble. Oh, he's hit, taken down for another loss. The Big Reds going backwards on this drive. Martins Ferry's defense stepping up. There's a look at Coach Bruni. You see Greg Bain, one of the assistant coaches, longtime Steubenville Catholic Central coach on this staff as well. There's a look at the replay as Ramsey goes down. Shane Kroeb among the guys in there on that for Martins Ferry.
Coach Bruni, 277 wins. He's had very few losing seasons.
3rd and 13, trips to the near side. Single receiver set top side. Ramsey looking for some time, throws across the middle. It's incomplete. Zach Selby. I mentioned earlier, 2 interceptions last week against Beaver Local.
Well, he's trying to hit Kaiser. Ramsey threw a pellet that was just wide of Kaiser. I remember you talking about without the headset. I remember Louis Nacida, I don't know if you do or not, Rob, way back in the 70s. I said, why don't you ever wear a headset? And he says, well, I'm not expecting any phone calls.
It takes a Bellaire bounce. Rolls down at the 25. So another punt.
I'm trying to think, Rob, has there been, all these punts, has there been a return on any of them?
I am racking my brain right now, and I don't think so.
We've had a fair catch. And
touchback. It's 1st and 10 at the 25 now. I don't think we have. PNC Bank 1st and 10. Martins Ferry. Probst under center. Lined up behind him, Allen and Hoover. Out of the eye, hand off to Hoover. Hoover, nowhere to go.
It's gang tackling on Hoover. A lot of times what happens on a play like that when they know they've got a numbers game is 2 guys will tackle and one will try to pry the ball out of them.
That's kind of what happened earlier.
Yeah.
Near midfield, 2nd and 11, loss of 1. Clock still moving. 7:30 mark of the second quarter. Probst hands it off to Hoover. Hoover is met, driven back.
You have to realize how difficult a job it is to knock Hoover back on successive plays.
Look at it here on the Wheeling Hospital replay. I was trying to get an eye on who was able to finally drive him back. And that was Kamsky. along with Sechrist. 3rd and 11. Probst throws out, picked off by Burney. DeAndre Burney. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Burney had that eyed from the time it left Probst's hands.
The Wheeling Hospital touchdown, a pick 6 for DeAndre Burney, and the Big Reds strike first.
See Burney just waiting. He's got that step. He gets it and he goes in from about 32.
Ramsey handles the kicking duties. He's on to attempt the extra point. Kamsky will hold. 6:41 to go in the first half. Straight on kick. It's up. The kick is good. 6:41 to go second quarter. Big Reds strike first. 7-0. We'll be back after this timeout. $7-0 your score. Bellaire leads. Martins Ferry. How'd they score? DeAndre Burney. Interception return for a touchdown. And now Dave Bruni's squad will look to answer as they get the ball back. Time for another Wheeling Hospital kickoff. Actually, we haven't had one of those since the opening kickoff. Ramsey tees it up.
That's a candidate for the electrifying play, too, right there.
Yeah, I would say so. Wheeling Hospital play of the game, but still a lot of football left to be played for sure. But there's one in the back pocket as an option. Here's Jeter. Stays on his feet. Tripped up, taken down by Kaiser at the 25.
We have the air of a polecat in the vicinity.
A skunk.
Yes, there's one in the stadium somewhere.
Yeah.
I can get a whiff of that.
The good news at home, you can't smell that. So
Yeah.
it's a nice return there by Jeter. Nice work by Sechrist. And Kaiser, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hoover will take the snap. Running right. Looking to get some blocks. And unable to turn the corner.
And this Bellaire crowd very, very loud at this point with that lead. And Hoover's just been unable to get to the outside. He's got Johnson blocking in front. And Sechrist just comes and breaks that up.
Mark Spigarelli's squad with that lead, 7-0. Big Reds at 5-4. Looking to punch a ticket to the postseason. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Again, Hoover to take the snap. Opick and Allen in the backfield. Here up the middle, Hoover. Solid run on 2nd down. Bring up 3rd and short.
I think you might see a little bit more of Hoover there because, first of all, he's a senior. And he's got some good reads there. And if you're going to go up the middle, you might as well do it with him. Keep in mind that this is a one-touchdown game. I mean, you don't throw the game plan out the window.
Oh, no, lots of football left. 5:17 to go in the first half. Hoover. Oh, he's hit, and nice second effort. He's going to have the first down. The effort by Dalton Hoover. Moving the chains.
Follow the blocking again of Johnson. He's hit.
Takes the
2
hit
yards back.
And keeps going. Hoover. Impressive. Picking up that first down. Of course, Hoover also a state runner-up on the wrestling mat. As a sophomore. Here's Allen. Allen on the carry. Krob checks in up front for the Purple Riders. Dokes checks out. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. And some movement up front. False start will move them back 5.
Both teams have jumped, but the false start will go against Martins Ferry.
Second down and 12 after they mark it off 5 yards. Fox and Davis will split out wide here to the near side, and Allen and Bennett towards that Bellaire sideline. Hoover's going to keep it, and he's going to be taken down. It looks like maybe a gain of 1. Check it out on our Wheeling Hospital replay again, see who comes up with the play.
They faked the Johnson who blocked
for the Big Reds.
I couldn't tell.
That was Cole LaRoche.
The last 3 games for Martins Ferry, they've been involved in a shutout. They've won 2 and lost 1 of those.
And last time we were here was the the Indian Creek game. Creek had posted the shutout, but they've posted 2 since. Hoover airing it out, incomplete. And now it's 4th down
well, he
and 11.
Took a shot to Allen downfield, and if it's intercepted, well, I mean, it's just like a punt at that point.
So the Purple Riders will be forced to kick it away. Kaiser will retreat back deep for the Big Reds.
We'll get a chance over there by the Martins Ferry Fieldhouse. Take a look at old Sparky sitting over there on the table.
And we checked them out before the game. It's trophy they play for. The fair catch called for. The ball's loose.
It's recovered, I believe, by
Belaire's got it. Back at the 25. That could have been big trouble for the Big Reds. We'll take a timeout. 3:03 to go, 2nd quarter. 7-0 Bellaire. 7-0 your score. Bellaire leads, and the Big Reds have the football. Hand off to Kamsky, and Hoover on the stop.
Kamsky's been known to play some quarterback. There you see Sparky.
Stands for sportsmanship, participation, achievement, rivalry, knowledge, and youth. Trophy goes to the winner. Of course, Ferry's won the last 4. And the different games listed on the trophy. They just added a new plate with last year's game. Had to add a little more space on the bottom.
Kind of like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. And right now, Sparky is a Purple Rider, but Bellaire looking to take it back. They lead 7-0. Here's Kamsky. And Kamsky takes it ahead. It'll be 3rd down.
Now, Bellaire coaches are going to be looking at that pitch because Kamsky can play quarterback.
Yes, he can.
And right there, I mean, they're looking to see what the defense looks like in case he wants to stop and throw one. Perhaps a guy named Bernie.
Bernie with the pick 6. Dave Bruni's Purple Riders looking for another stop here. And the only point scored on defense, the Ferry defense has stood strong to this point. Handoff, nowhere to go, and driven back. Oh, Hunter Bodkin, another excellent wrestler.
Martins Ferry may want to use a timeout here.
Look at number 66, Hunter Bodkin getting in there.
Yeah,
bringing him down, a little takedown.
It's easy to remember if they're a Bodkin, they wear number 66.
We hit John Bodkin a few years ago. Also a very good wrestler for Martins Ferry, his older brother. 1:35 to go here in the 2nd. Bellaire with that lead and the timeout. Martins Ferry, their final timeout of the half. They'll look to get it back here. It's 4th and 5, 1:35 to go in this first half. Well, NFL on Fox 9, the Packers and the Falcons. That is Sunday at 1 p.m. And that's going to follow, how about some NFL for breakfast, the Cincinnati Bengals in London. And they're going to play at 9:30 a.m. That game also on Fox 9 against the Washington Redskins. There's a matchup. The Redskins and the Bengals. So, yeah, if you wake up and watch the football, it's right there for you on Fox 9.
Yeah, you might have somebody playing a fantasy.
That's right. Even more reason.
Yeah. I don't know. You might have A.J. Green or Kirk Cousins or Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Big Reds in punt formation. 4th and 5. That kick will take another Big Reds bounce and roll. So Martins Ferry gets it with 1:22 to go in the first half. First down and 10.
The Riders will get the football to start the third quarter.
Yes, they will. Bellaire won that coin toss before the game and elected to receive. Ball at the 37-yard line. Davis, Bennett, Selby. Out wide here to the near side, you got Hoover in the backfield. Lined up to the left of Probst. Handed off to Hoover, and Hoover taken down after a gain of about 2 or 3. Clock's going to continue to move. Martins Ferry with no timeouts remaining. Now at the 1-minute mark. Second down and 7.
Coach Spigarelli over there just he's all arms and legs right now. He's done a heck of a job this year.
No doubt about it. Got time. Probst throws, and it's almost picked off again by Burney.
We saw him standing, kind of hiding actually, behind Selby.
And he almost picked off the second pass.
And what he did, when he hid behind him, he then stepped around him and just missed that interception. Here's the replay. You can see Burney just got around in front of him.
3rd and 7. Probst keeps it, and Kaiser will take him down. It is 4th down, 33 seconds to go. And the clock continues to move. And at this point, they wouldn't have to snap it unless Bellaire calls a timeout, which they now have done. Stop the clock with 18 seconds. They had 3 timeouts left. Well, now they got 2.
They could have stopped it with 26 seconds and a little bit of indecisiveness.
So the clock will stop. 18 seconds to go.
It's a tough call because you force Bellaire or Martins Ferry to punt, and if you turn it over on, that trouble with the last punt reception, you turn it over, all of a sudden the Riders have a chance at another play.
7-0 your score. The lone point scored on defense. A pick 6 for Bellaire and DeAndre Burney. Coach Mark Spigarelli, year number 1, the Bellaire High alum, head coach for the first time in this historic rivalry series.
Waving at us.
Little camera time, little air time there. There you go. Nice crowd on that Martins Ferry home side as well. We covered up with the roof. We're right on top of them.
I saw my neighbor sitting there.
Dom Wallace gets it away. Deep kick.
Well, there won't be a fumble.
And it's going to roll. And keep on rolling inside the 10. And the clock will just keep on running. And it's halftime here at the Dave Bruni Football Complex in Martins Ferry. A back and forth physical battle so far Bellaire heads to the locker room with the 7-0 lead. We'll be back with your first half highlights and, of course, second half action after this timeout.
The Wheeling Hospital Friday Night Rivals on Fox 9 is brought to you by Wheeling Hospital, Window World, A&B Kia, The Highlands, West Virginia Northern Community College, and OVMC East Ohio Regional Hospital.
7-0 is your score at halftime. Some first half highlights. Big Reds defense coming up big. DeAndre Burney knocks the ball loose, and they recover. But the Martins Ferry defense holding strong, does not allow the Big Reds to score. And again, another turnover. Big Reds recover. Again, Martins Ferry's defense holds. They don't score. But here's how Bellaire scores. DeAndre Burney, the pick six. 7-0 in the second quarter. And that's your scores. We get set for the third quarter. Martins Ferry will get the football as Justin Kaiser and Dalton Hoover meet at midfield. Bellaire had won the toss. They got the ball first. So Martins Ferry will have it here to open up the second half in a very tight and what's a very physical ball game so far, 7-0.
And I think another aspect of the game, you don't see this consistently enough, is the tackling by both teams. It's been excellent.
He really has. Both teams have been going at it and, making some solid tackles. There's a look at the Big Reds as we get started for the second half. Coach Spigarelli and his squad with that 7-0 lead. And we had talked about it, John. A win tonight by Bellaire certainly would go a long way in getting them into the playoffs.
Yeah, it sure would. And we don't know how things will break.
As of now, when we're talking.
Hopefully if they win, they play at home. But another omen in Bellaire's favor, it's the leap year thing.
Oh, gee.
Well, since 1980, Bellaire has won every leap year game except two. That was in 04 and 08. That would make it 7 of them. And they won 3 in the 64 and 68. Now, another stat that's kind of surprising in this series, they played 109 times. There's been only 3 one-point games.
Wow.
Out of 109. And only 11 of the games have been decided by 3 points or less. So you think of a rivalry, you think it's going to be close. And Bellaire has scored 1,563 points. The Riders 1,490.
Hey, you said before the game that the difference is very, very slim.
As is the rivalry series at 52-50.
Oh, Wheeling Hospital kickoff time now. The Purple Riders will get it, see what they can do offensively as they look to even things up. Martins Ferry 6-3 on the year. And if anyone at home isn't quite sure, well, they might say, well, Martins Ferry has a better record than Bellaire. How was Bellaire in the playoff hunt? Well, it's all about the points and the teams you beat and the teams that they beat.
Well, it's also in a different region. No,
different division as well.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
But if you're not up to speed on the playoff points, that's why Martins Ferry can have a better record, but be out of the playoff hunt at this point, and Bellaire has a shot here. Bellaire's Division 6, Region 23. Martins Ferry, Division 5. Region 19, and Ramsey kicks it off. We're underway in the second half. We'll take it at the 13-yard line. Here's Jeter. Sean Jeter. Look at the room. Out of bounds in Bellaire territory at the 45.
A 50-yard return.
Huge return.
Saving the day, really, for Bellaire was Tyson Kamsky.
Here's a look at it again on your Wheeling Hospital replay.
Jeter gets to the outside. You can see Kamsky finally runs him down.
1st and 10, Purple Riders at the Bellaire 45-yard line. Hoover will take the snap and hand it off to Jacob Johnson. And Johnson, there's a flag down as he is off to the races. Johnson will reach the end zone, but a flag is down back at the 45.
It was thrown as he made the turn to the outside. This might even be against Martins Ferry. I'm sorry, Bellaire.
And it is. Touchdown, Purple Riders.
First play from scrimmage of the second half.
Jacob Johnson. Look at it again.
He cuts outside. Oh, right to the helmet.
And there he goes. 7-6, awaiting the extra point attempt.
Kickoff return to the 45, and then the scamper.
The extra point attempt is no good. It's wide, and it's still a 7-6 Bellaire lead. We'll be back. Lots of football left. We got a good one. 7-6 your score. Martins Ferry is on the board thanks to Jacob Johnson. His touchdown run, but the extra point was wide, so Bellaire keeps the lead, but now just 1 point with 11:41 to go in the third quarter. Big return by Jeter, and on the very next play, Johnson goes the distance, 45 yards. Now Bellaire looking
towel on the
to
field.
answer. The Big Reds back deep. Rajanis along with Kaiser. And there's Kamsky. He's going to take it at the 10. And he's going to run it up the sideline. Still on his feet across the 45.
All of a sudden, we've got three big plays on the first 3 plays of the second half.
And the Big Reds will get it near midfield. Kamsky coming off the 137-yard rushing performance last week against Union Local.
You can see Kamsky had slowed up, and then he finds that little hole and right down the sideline.
1st and 10 Big Reds. Their own 48. Swing it out to Kaiser. Kaiser will get it 2 yards.
As Drake Rice nearly got in there to make the hit. Gain of 2.
2nd and 8. The Big Reds looking to answer that Martins Ferry touchdown. You know, what a start to the second half. Kaiser and Bernie out wide here to the near side. Kamsky will dump it off, incomplete. Looking for Sechrist.
Sechrist can't hang on to it. And Dalton Hoover on the coverage.
Another look on our Wheeling Hospital replay as it's now 3rd and 8.
Pass a little high.
Ball just near midfield. Now Kamsky will split out wide on the near side. They got trips and Ramsey. Going deep, and it will be intercepted by Selby. Zach Selby with the pick. His 3rd in the past 2 weeks. And Martins Ferry is in business.
There, it looked for a moment. Now you can see the quarterback here, Ramsey, cuts it loose. I'm not sure if the receiver on the right near the sideline was wide open or not. But a great play by Selby.
Purple Riders with the ball on their own 23, 1st and 10. Hoover remains in, taking the snap, hands it off. And nowhere to go.
Sechrist on the stop. He's a freshman.
Second down and 10, no gain on the previous play.
Selby split wide right, Rob, and he's single covered.
Here's Hoover running it left side, and he will be taken out of bounds by LaRoche. Third down upcoming. It's going to be up 3rd and 8. It was out of bounds. The clock stops with 9:56 to go in the third.
3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7.
Play clock is nearing the 10-second mark. Probst back in at quarterback. Hoover lined up behind him. And running it is Bennett. And it's going to be 4th down. So the Bellaire defense standing strong after the Martins Ferry interception. And the Big Reds should get it back here. And Kaiser will drop back deep for the Big Reds, standing at his 45. Also heading back deep for Bellaire is John Don Wallace will punt it. Gets it away.
He kicked the
strong kick.
Daylights out.
Taken at the 36-yard line by Rajonison, taken down by Logan Selby, and a flag down at midfield. We'll sort that out after this timeout. 9:10 to go in the third. Bellaire leading Martins Ferry 7-6. 7-6 your score. The flag was for a sideline warning on Martins Ferry. And Vajonis on the return for the Big Reds. A nice play by Logan Selby to take him down. 1st and 10 at the 39. Ramsey will throw it to Bernie. Bernie met as he catches it, and 4 Purple Riders are on the spot. Stan, Zach Selby, Jack Davis, Dalton Hoover, see Corey Bennett.
Well, he had
There's Bennett right there.
Bernie had a little bit of a cushion, and Bellaire decides to take those 4 or 5 yards out of that.
Second down and 4. .8:30 mark of the third quarter. Ramsey steps up, throws complete to Kaiser, 1st down.
That was the second choice in that route. Ramsey drilled that in there. Good catch, too, by Kaiser.
Look again from our Wheeling Hospital replay at field level. First and 10. A PNC Bank 1st and 10 after the Kaiser reception. Ball at the Martins Ferry 42-yard line. Ramsey almost intercepted by Stan. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
That was a heck of a block by Kamsky at the outset of this play.
And really, it looked like Bernie made a smart move. Looked like it was going right to Stan, and Bernie knocked it away. Playing a little defense there on offense. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 42. Now Bernie on the near side out wide. Kaiser out wide up top. Working out of the eye. Ramsey hands it off to Kamsky, and he'll be hit. No gain.
Rider defense has been stout against the run, especially between the tackles. Tried to sell the pass. And actually, that was
Ty Allen that got in there.
Yeah.
And Dokes helping out at the end. 3rd down and 11. Bellaire's lone points so far coming from their defense on the pick 6. Ramsey, dumps it off. For the road. That's Kamsky, out of bounds. 1st down. Heads up play by Ramsey. He was in some trouble.
Let's take a look at this.
First and 10 at the 30.
So heads up move by Ramsey.
Complete. Burney. Taken down near the 20. Stan Bennett there.
Might have been his sharpest pass of the game.
Bellaire, Martins Ferry, scoreless. Pick 6 for DeAndre Burney on our Wheeling Hospital Fox 9 Friday Night Rivals game of the week. It was 7-0 at the half. Martins Ferry opening kickoff of the third. They're going to get some great field position. Sean Jeter, what a return to midfield and more. And they'll hand it off to Jacob Johnson. Dalton Hoover hands it off. Johnson, oh, there he goes. Johnson from 45 yards out. Extra point no good, so 7-6 still your score. Bellaire in front. Bellaire would answer next drive. Mason Ramsey to guess who? Burney. It's good, 14-6, and those two would connect again in a very good physical football game. This one, a 77-yard touchdown pass play. Bellaire snaps a 4-game losing streak to Ferry. They win it 20-6. Big Reds have clinched.
Lead 7-0. Ferry with the ball, and it's Jacob Johnson with a 45-yard touchdown run for the Riders. Point after attempt is no good, so it's a 7-6 Bellaire lead. Mason Ramsey here drops back and connects with DeAndre Burney for a 24-yard touchdown pass. That extends their lead 14-6. Ramsey again to Burney, this time for a 74-yard touchdown bomb. Extends their lead 20-6, and that would be the final score. And the Big Reds get to bring the Sparky Trophy back to Bellaire once again.